Hey, what is up guys, Tava here, and today I'm going to be showing you this insane slow motion effect that you can do with your iPhone, GoPro, or any camera that shoots slow motion that looks something like this. So the basic premise of this effect is actually very simple. Basically all you're going to be doing is having a camera from point A to point B, moving it very quickly in a slow motion mode. And this allows you to capture things in slow motion, but also allows you to have a lot of motion in that shot to make it a lot more versatile. And by doing this, you're able to capture shots that look like they were shot on a lot more expensive cameras than just something like your phone or a GoPro. So let me get started and show you how you actually will do it. Those sample shots I showed at the beginning were shot very spontaneously at some waterfalls where I was able to track downwards with the water to create a very dynamic shot. And that just happened to be a good spot for this technique because there was a lot of movement coming downward in a direction that had nice flow to it like water, so that was an ideal location to do this effect. But there are other places you can do it with anything moving downward like leaves falling or anything like that. To get the best results, you want your phone or GoPro or whatever slow motion device you're using to be moving at about the same speed as the object that you're tracking. So if that's water or leaves or whatever it is, you want it to be about the same speed of that movement or a bit slower. And this creates the most dynamic moves and makes that object coming down seem like it's frozen in space despite the fact that it's moving around. And this honestly just looks awesome. Because you're trying to match the speed of this moving object, in a lot of situations you're going to have to move your camera very quickly. So it may have to look something like this, where you have your phone up here starting with the shot and then boom, down like that quickly, just moving very quickly in a vertical motion to keep the shot level, but also to create movement in the slow motion. So just for an example, I have some leaves here that I'm going to throw up, and my phone I'm going to shoot slow motion with, and I'm just going to show you from a distance what it's going to look like to actually capture a shot like this. So the first step is to go into the slow motion mode on your phone, and what I like to do is hold the screen so I can lock the exposure as well as the focus so it doesn't move around throughout the shot. So once we get the focus to about where we want, I'm going to lock that off. I'm going to start the slow motion recording, and hopefully we got something kind of cool. So obviously that shot wasn't perfect because there was a lot of wind blowing the leaves around, but you can see the general premise where we have some leaves floating around screen and basically falling at the same pace as the camera, which can be applied to water or whatever slow motion thing you're doing, like action sports, and it just looks really cool to create a dynamic look to your slow motion that can be done on cheap cameras. And one more little additional thing to note is that this looks best at 240 frames per second or faster slow motion, so anything less than that can work, but the faster and better your slow motion is, the obviously smoother this effect will turn out. So just for one more example, if we shoot with the GoPro and some cans, here's the result you can get. It's basically just going to toss these cans up and track with the GoPro going down in slow motion. That looks freaking unreal. Oh my god, that's so cool. If you try really hard to match the exact speed going down, you can create shots that look like the product is literally floating in midair. So let me show you. But anyway, that's it for today. If you like this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.